Climate-KIC is kind of promoting entrepreneurship, like starting new businesses that are also solving some of the problems related to climate change.
It's regrouping people and projects.
It's a really good platform for innovators, for startups, achieving goals together and encouraging entrepreneurship and innovation.
That's what the KIC stands for, Knowledge and Innovation Community. We consider ourselves the single largest PPP, public-private partnership for climate change innovation. We are the driver for climate change adaptation and mitigation in Europe. So we're looking for ideas, we're looking for smart entrepreneurs, smart technologies, good policy initiatives that we can help change Europe's innovation landscape and to put Europe back on the global innovation map. We provide masterclasses where we invite globally acclaimed speakers to talk about IP, to talk about business planning, to talk about negotiation tactics and so on. So basically to create better entrepreneurs, to more successful entrepreneurs. But we definitely need to have European academics have a better grasp, a better understanding of how to create and maintain a successful enterprise.
We are very happy that there were more than 30 participants, and we managed to reach other countries as well, so not only Hungary and not only Climate-KIC countries, but also the surrounding countries. So we have participants from Poland, from Bulgaria, from the Czech Republic and from the UK as well.
One of the few positive outcomes of the financial crisis. The world financial crisis that happened around 2006, 2008. The banks went down. That is when social entrepreneurship went down. That is when the concept of social venture models went up. So the only purpose of social entrepreneurship is to achieve social change. Success is measured to the extent by which they achieve social transformation. So there's no mention of money there. So it's really the managing of two perspectives. It's a business perspective, and these are, if you're going to start this social entrepreneur organization, some of the criteria for you to consider is to say the infrastructure, product, jobs, skills, training, taxes. On the other side, there's the broader economic development. Are you focusing on poverty, education, public right, health, governance? So these are different fields by which you can have social impact. The number one thing when you give a plan to investors, especially for social ventures, the first thing to look at is the team. We would rather invest in Class A people with a Class B idea than people with the Class A, Class B people with a Class A idea. In other words, entrepreneurship is not about ideas so much anymore. Everybody has an idea today. What matters is, can you execute on that idea?
We're working together with small and medium-sized enterprises. We're helping these companies to go abroad, to make projects and make businesses abroad. We do business partner search, and there are several forums that we will organize. They are mostly here in the countries around us, so in Croatia, Serbia, or with the water sector we can go a little bit further, like to Russia, Ukraine, and there are a huge event in Vietnam as well, the Viet Water, where we will go. We give the opportunity to Hungarian companies to come there, and they can present their goods and services on these exhibitions.
Cradle design. We saw the way cradle, how we use normally for products, the cradle to grave way, and cradle to cradle design is focusing on closed loop systems. This Myri chair from Herman Miller is 97% recyclable and at least 25% recycled. Sustainable design is not only focusing on environmental issues, but also focusing on social issues, like this One Laptop Per Child project, the $100 worth laptop. When we are talking about design and when we are talking about developing products, we are talking about developing products for the 10% of the world's wealthiest people. And the rest of the people, the 90%, there's no designers who are dealing with them. So base of the pyramid design is dealing with the other 90%. This is Big Buddha Bike from World Bike Company in 2006.
Maybe the workshops. It was quite good to see how the participants became very active, and everybody seemed to enjoy these tasks.
The presenters were really good.
The interaction between lecturers and attendees.
The best moment, certainly when they gave the presentations, because there, for me, it was important to see, because they summarized what essentially I taught them during the day.
To meet a lot of people, to get contacts, increase the networking.
To meet experts.
The whole place and the environment here is very beautiful, and the food was great.
Global problems which need local solutions. If we want to characterize green or sustainable firms, we can state that these types of firms try to minimize or try to reduce their environmental impact. They use innovations. They try to formalize their activities with the help of different type of environmental management systems or environmental measurement systems. We can say that sustainable innovations, or especially system innovation, can help us to reduce waste, emissions, pollutions. We can prevent these types of environmental degradation. But system innovation can create new opportunities like this for companies, for people as well. They can help to opening up new sectors or revivify existing industries.
It's about changing our perception of our relation to water, our wastewater. It's about addressing the future of our wastewater resources, and it's about trying to make this very, I want to say, traditional infrastructure more efficient and more feasible, more implementable, if you will.
We call it the FCR, which means Food Chain Reactor. Now, when we talk about activated sludge and I talk about living bacteria, we're talking about ecologies that are living inside these, these wastewater treatment plants. And so, we study these ecologies and we try to optimize the habitat inside these wastewater treatment plants, inside what we call these reactors, which is another fancy term for just a big vessel where the wastewater meets the bacterial culture, okay? We study this, we want to know what's happening on an ecological level so that we can optimize and use nature to work for us, okay? We have this covering that we put on top because nobody wants to see exposed wastewater, right? But that covering supports a botanical garden whose roots descend actually into the wastewater about a meter and a half.
Marketing expenses, it's very strict at the companies. and they don't want to pay more for the green printing. For example, we are optimizing their paper usage. Green business is good business. The green marketing is growing, and we have to take part of it.
Hear the lectures, I think there are a lot of ideas coming up.
I could get to know more about the marketing and business models, which is really important for me if I want to make a startup. I got to know some very interesting people. I actually even got offered a job.
I think the overall impression that we got from the participants that they really enjoyed, they got tangible and useful information out of it.
Ecovision, right? This is the main thing, is that Ecovision actually assesses their efforts to become more sustainable, right? And in a sense, it provides this effort to move from the current paradigm, the current how they work in all their divisions, to a much more sustainable manner, right? So they set the targets and then move towards that. How sustainability is, I wrote out leadership and partnership, and I thought, it makes sense to put up a ship. Because if we're talking about sustainability, you kind of want to have like a clean ship if you're going to be on it for a long time, right? And you could even change that to social ship, like if we're all practicing, I don't want to say socialism, but social ship, environmental ship, where we're taking care of the environment, and also financial ship, where we're actually involved in the finances and making sure the cost, the finances, of being more aware of the environment and actually being much more focused on sustainability in the business itself, how it operates over the long term and the impact it can have. But basically, if you're investing not just in putting solar power on your home or on your business, which takes away the business from a large utility company, but if you're investing in energy efficiency, right, that's less consumption of energy as well, okay? And basically that means less material is being extracted from the ground. So less coal, less gas, less for the environment, it's basically a good thing. And you're identifying where the material is being extracted by just reducing your waste here. So you're not letting as much heat out of the windows, you're not leaving the lights on all the time. These are small steps, but they actually add up to a very big amount, actually.
I'm always using these encounters and experiences in my daily work.
Because if I want to meet investors, first of all, I have to sell the product and, of course, my ID. And what I could learn during that program will help for this.
It encourages me to set up my social entrepreneurship and social enterprise.
Well, we would like to really continue on this interactive, engaging way where all the participants can feel that they are co-creating the process and the education together with the presenter or teacher. So we are planning much more workshops in different fields that are cutting edge in both climate change and innovation.
We are further expanding our activities, and we are opening up an innovation center. The main idea behind the innovation center is that Climate-KIC is trying to build the new generation of young entrepreneurs and climate startups.